Assalamu alaikum all of you. Today we are going to do experiment. The name is comparator. Comparator. So we need voltage supply, universal meters 3 actually, and op amp, rheostat 2, resistors 200 kilo, 1 220 ohm, and 2 diodes. These are the components we need. Here is the op amp, 2 diodes, and 200 kilo ohm resistance, and 10 kilo variable resistance, and 1 220 ohms resistor. This is power supply. These are universal meters 1, 2, and 3. Why we need these two universal meters means this is input 1, input 2. We will set input 1 to constant and input otherwise you can make input 2 as constant and input 1 as variable, and check the output here at the output meter. Now we will connect as per the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram, you can check. Here is the input 1, input 2. Input 1 we will do constant. Now I will give the connections to all. Starting from left side, plus 15 volt on the first resistance, variable resistance to the variable resistance, and also to the two variable resistance. This is 1, this is 2. Both positive terminals, top terminals. And also we will connect this plus 15 to op amp also. Op amp plus 15. This is about plus 15, whereas minus 15 will be negative terminal of the variable resistance as well as negative of the first resistance, negative of the second resistance. Both are connected to minus 15, and also to op amp minus 15 terminal. This is about power supply to op amp as well as the two resistances, variable resistances, positive to plus 15, and negative of both the variable resistance to minus 15. Okay? And these are internal connections. And from this 220 ohm resistance we will connect to ground, that is 0. This is to 0. Now continue the internal connections. As per the circuit diagram. This is the circuit diagram of comparator. And to measure the input voltages, consider this input voltage as U in 1 to this first variable resistance U in 1. Okay. And this is U in 2. In here it is given as this is U in 1, U in 2. Okay. So we will take this as U in 1, this is U in 1, whereas this is U in 2. This meter is U in 1, U in 2, and this is output voltage U out. There are 3 meters, you can see here, 3 meters. This is U in 1, this is U in 2, this is U out. This is the complete connection of comparator. Now you can see here the procedure. Make U in 1, U in 2, 1.2 volt constant, and U in 1 is varied between -8 to +8, and record the values in table given. This is the table. This is the table. U in 2 is constant. What is U in 2 here? Here we considered U in 2. Either you can take U in 2 as this, U in 1 as this, or U in 2 as this, or U in 1 as this. No problem for that. So we are taking this as U in 2. Make it constant. Switch on the power supply and also power supply of the circuit. Then make this U in 1, U in 2, this is U in 2, U in 2, this one, and this is U in 1. So make U in, by the use of variable resistance knob, make this voltage as 1.2. Approximate U in 2, it is varying fast. Now, as per the table, vary U in 1 from -8 to +8. So this is our U in 1. U in 1, you can see here the knob of variable resistance U in 1. This one. And check the output voltage. It is 10.57 something. 10.5. And vary this input 1 by varying this knob to 4 or 6. -4. Check the output voltage. Sorry. I have to make, we should make it constant 1.2. 1.2, 1.2 constant, it is not constant. Now variate this. Let us take this as constant. Oh, we haven't given this ground. All should be at ground. Now it is stable. This was the mistake. We did not connect the ground of each of the output meters. Output meter, U in 1, U in 2, and ground. We did not connect the ground. Now we start the experiment actually. Make this U in 2 to 1.2 now. Constant. Okay. Now U in 1. U in 1 I am varying now to -8. Start from -8. Check this is -8. Check the output voltage, it is 13.8. Now note down the voltages. -8 is 13.8. Now increase the U in 1 as 4, -4, -4. And check the output voltage, it is constant. The same way, increase up to -2, -2. Check the output, constant. And increase to 0, 0. Then also the output voltage is constant, 13 point something. Then increase to 0.9, 0.9. Check the output, it is then also it is constant. Then make it 1, then also 13.8, the same constant. 1.1, then also it is constant. Make 1.2, 1.2. So it is changing. Why? Because our input voltage is 1.22. So when another input is more or equal to 1.2, the output changes. Before it was 13, now it is minus 12.36. This is known as comparison. The input, one of the input is compared with another input. When another input is more than the first input, then output changes from positive value to negative value. Now we can increase 1.3, 1.4, 5, like this, 4, up to 5, 6. Check the output is constant then, but negative value. It has changed from 1.2 compared to the first input. This is comparator. Value 8 plus 8, and output has been is constant but negative. You can check the graph is coming from like this, constant. When one of the input is compared with another input at 1.2, the output changes abruptly, then constant. This is the, it is comparator.